Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, Double Honor City Apostles and Elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson is going to be dealing with wisdom and how to use wisdom behind enemies' lines, because right now we are behind enemies' lines. We are prisoners of war, all right, still in captivity under the enemy. Okay, so we have to know how to move in order to survive and to have a better time, so to speak, in this captivity, in this particular kingdom. Okay, you have a lot of Jakes that they don't know how to move. Basically, any Jake that's not in the truth, they really don't know how to move for the most part behind enemies' lines. That's why you'll see a Jake who gets stopped by the police, you know, start acting up, oh, I know my rights, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, that Jake is dead, you know, or he's in a worse situation than he had to be in. You have to know how to operate under this man's system. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to read Proverbs the 14th chapter and the 16th verse. Matter of fact, let me start with Matthew 5 and verse 25. It says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him. Okay, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. So you should be agreeing with your adversary, meaning if the feds come to stop you, the police come to stop you, or whatever the case may be, say, yes, okay, what would you need? Okay, boom, boom, boom. Matter of fact, you have it ready. You know, the apostle always says that he has his license and registration ready. You should have it ready, you know, boom, 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 whatever the case may be, whether it was justifiable or not. Okay, you have to understand those police are agents of oppression. They're not there for your good. They're not there for your protection. They're nothing more than agents of oppression for the elites. Okay, that's what they're set up for the elites and the government to what? To get tax money to fit the quota of the people that need to be locked up, because they have a particular quota of people that they have to stop or tickets that they have to give out, which in itself is wicked. Shouldn't your job be to reduce crime? No, their job is not to reduce crime. Their job is to make sure that that money keeps coming in. Okay, they're nothing more than agents of oppression. That's why they have a quota. Okay, so anyway, so when you get stopped by these devils, you don't get emotional. Okay, you control yourself, you control your emotions, whether it's justifiable or not. Okay, you send up a prayer if anything beforehand. Okay, and you deal with them, you know, as kindly as possible, man. And then maybe the Lord will put the spirit on them to have mercy on you in that particular situation, man. All right, that has happened to me multiple times, man, where things could have went left, right, but it ended up going down the right path. Because what? Because you get your emotions out of the equation and you understand, okay, this is their kingdom. Let them do what they will. Agree with the adversary. Okay? So anyways, that's one thing Jake doesn't understand. Now let's read Proverbs 14 and 16. This is Proverbs 14 and 16. It says, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. Okay, let's look up this word rageth, because the fool rageth and is confident. Okay. Now the Hebrew word for the word rage is ibar, which means, you know, of the past. I believe that's what it should mean, of the past, because that's the Hebrew. The Hebrew word for the word for Hebrew is ibar, of the past or pass by. Okay. So in other words, he's just doing what he wants to do. He's just going without care. Okay, he's operating without care. All right. Hey, shalom to the brother in Chicago, GMS Chicago. All right. Despise not die. I can't see the rest, but shalom to you, brother. Yahbashim Yahshai Bashim Kakadash Brakatha. Okay. Yahbashim Yahshai Bashim Kakadash Brakatha to everyone on the comment board as well. Okay. So it says to pass by. So he's passing by without any care. You know, he's saying what he wants to say. He's not filtering the words out of his mouth. Okay, right? And that's not wisdom. All right. When we are in those type of situations, we have to think about what we say, how is it going to emotionally move the other individual, right? You don't want to fight. You don't want to add onto the fire. You want to quench the fire. The scriptures speak about if you spit on a fire, you quench it. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that. And that's the goal. The goal is to quench the fire. That's the goal, to spit on the fire in order to what? To quench the fire. Because first of all, they're mightier than you. In a sense, they have the power, okay? The police have the power. The army has the power, okay? Yeah, it's one thing a regular Edomite, a regular Joe Schmo Edomite, but either way, our job is to evade conflict. This is Sirach 28 in verse 12. It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn, right? And when you blowing onto the situation is speaking grievous words, raising your voice and cursing them out, that's you blowing on the fire. That's you adding onto the fire. Okay. If thou make it sending insults, okay. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched, and both these come out of thy mouth, right? So you could blow with your mouth to increase the fire, or you can spit with your mouth to allow the fire to subside. Okay, and that's we're using that that's being used as an analogy for the words that you use. Okay, that's why you have to choose your words wisely when you're in these particular situations, man. Okay. And you women, you got husbands, you got to choose your words wisely depending on the situation. You don't want to upset your husband in particular ways, and whether you feel like you might be right at a particular time. Sometimes you gotta, you have to use wisdom, okay, to evade a particular situation. Okay, this is the brother GMS Chicago, despise not. It says, death, Proverbs 18 and 21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So you can speak life, or you can speak death. You can lead to your death, or you can lead to your life. Okay? Even the words we speak on the highways and the byways, that's leading to everlasting life in itself. Okay? But you got jakes in the world, they're speaking the words of death, and they're going to have to reap the words that they speak. Okay? So, let's go to Romans, the 13th chapter. Okay? So we can get the understanding of Romans 13th chapter. And this is dealing with how to operate, under the rulership of, a particular government that the Most High himself, Yahweh, has set up. Okay? This is Romans 13 and 1. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that are ordained of the Most High. Okay, the powers that are ordained of the Most High, meaning the Most High put them in power. The Most High put Esau, Edom in the power seat. So you trying to fight against Esau is fighting against the Most High. But let's get Daniel's 4:17. Okay, this is Daniel's 4 verse 17. And it reads, this matters by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So things go by a lot smoother for you when you understand that Esau is in power because the Most High put him in power. This is all part of the plan of prophecy. Okay, but you also have to understand that Esau is about to be taken out of power. Okay, he's not going to be in power forever. So what do we have to do? We have to, as Paul said, I keep under my body. Meaning what? He practiced discipline. We have to be disciplined. We have to be wise. We have to move as serpents. The Lord said, be ye as serpents, wise as serpents. Well, let's get that. That's what the Lord said, man. This is Matthew 10 and 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. He didn't send us forth as lions in the midst of wolves. He sent us forth as sheep, which what are sheep? Sheep are vulnerable. Okay? The wolves have the upper hand. These Edomites are wolves. These police, these are wolves. These other nations are wolves. These Jakes are wolves. These wicked 2/3, these wicked Jakes are wolves, man. Okay? He said, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents. You got to be wise. When you're the prey, you have to be wise. Okay? And harmless as doves. All right? You can't just eat where you want to eat. See, a lion could go and eat where he wants to eat. A lion could drag the carcass wherever, in the middle, in the wide open, okay, beside a bush. It doesn't matter where the lion eats his prey. It doesn't matter where the pack of wolves eat their prey, because those are the predators, man. But it matters where the gazelle grazes, man. It matters where the zebra grazes at. They have to think of the consequences, because they're vulnerable. And this is us. This is the Israelites at this particular moment. Okay? So the elect, we have to be wise when we're moving in this world under these devils. Okay? Let me read that again. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So we're supposed to be wise as serpents. Yes, we're supposed to be harmless as doves. So we're not here to flash guns and to go to the shooting range and all these different things to put out the image of being wolves and lions. That's not the image we're supposed to be pushing out. We're supposed to be giving out the image of waiting upon Yahweh Shai. Okay, needing saving from Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And you got to watch what you say to certain individuals. Certain people are agents that are amongst the body. Okay, some people that are around are agents, and this is why there's a heavy sifting process amongst Great Millstone, man. Because we ain't just letting any old buddy in the camp. You have to be tried and proven, man, before you come amongst us, man. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. Okay, it's the brother GMS Chicago, despise not. It says a time to render. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 7. It says a time to rend, and a time to sue, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak. And that's all wisdom, man. All right, when you read Ecclesiastes 3, it shows you there's a time for everything under the sun, man. Okay. So everything is not for every time. The scriptures speak about a proverb spoken out of season, a wise word spoken out of season. Okay, yeah, you may have the knowledge of certain things, and you know, but it may not be the time to express that knowledge. Because a lot of times people are trying to express that knowledge in order to garner vain glory in the world. All right. So guess what? You have to know how to do that too, right? Because some people, especially when that time comes, man, when things are hot and heavy and they're looking for Israelites and people that believe in the scriptures, you got to be really circumspect of what you say. And even the people you've said certain things to, at that point will be a threat unto you. Because you don't know what they're going to say. You don't know who they're going to tell about whatever. All right? And it is what it is. Whatever our lot is, we got to face it. We got to face the music one way or another, man. And be strong in the Lord, man. Okay? Whatever the case may be. If it's death, we got to be strong in the Lord and pray that the Lord give us the spirit to just take it manfully, man. Okay? But trust me, everything that you say can be used against you. This is why you have to be wise. This is why you have to move in a particular way. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 13 from the brother GMS Chicago, despise not. It says, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. That's beautiful, because I was thinking about that scripture. The water, brother. I was thinking about that scripture earlier. Okay, let me read this again. It says, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. Okay, You see them police, you should try to avoid them, try to avoid them as much as possible. Okay? Because guess what? They have the power to kill. And when you go to the ancient world, you really didn't want to be, if you were wise, you really didn't want to be in the presence of the king like that, especially if it was a wicked king or a king that was very fickle. Like King Henry VIII, he changed a lot, man. He was very fickle. He might be in good graces with you at one day, and then the next month, you're in jail getting ready to be put to death. So that's not a king I would want to be around. Okay? Because what? He has the power to kill. Okay? It says, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. Yeah, because you're going to be constantly in fear, right? It says, and if thou come unto him, make no fault, right? Lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And this is going to increase even more in the times to come. Because not only is the police going to have the power to kill, the average individual, the average person is going to have the power to kill. Why? Because according to what? 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, there's going to be lawlessness in the streets, man. And I got to get back to Romans 13, but let me get 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Okay, there's about to be lawlessness in these streets, so the average person is going to have the power to kill. So guess what? We're not going to want to be around people, period. Okay? Doesn't the scripture say the power that shall stand in their hands? Let's get this is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse, I'll start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, meaning weaponry, okay, whether it be a bat, a knife, a gun. For there shall be sedition among men, meaning what? To speak up against the government. That's what a sedition is, to speak against the government, to incite an uprising, okay? And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So the average person in that time is going to have the power to kill. That's the time we're coming to, man. So you have to learn wisdom now, so that when you get to that time, you already know how to move in the spirit. You got to get in the spirit now. So in that time, you already know how to move in the spirit, man. The elect is being built up. The elect is being spiritually trained now to endure the times to come. The elect is being spiritually trained now to evade situations in the times to come. Okay? It says, let me read that again. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? So like I said before, the power is going to be in the hands of the average individual to kill at that time. So you have to learn how to move in wisdom now. So by that time, you already know how to operate, which that's Isaiah 33, verse 6. Let's get that real quick. Okay. We're in a spiritual boot camp right now. We're in the world right now. We're in a spiritual boot camp, and these people ain't ready for it, man. Okay. Even now, the Most High is changing the mindset of the men of the Lord, right? Where certain men, they're doing that OMAD diet, man. Eating one meal a day. Me, myself, I eat one meal a day. And it came to the point, and I love food, man. I was a dude I was the type of kid that, you know what I'm saying? Packed a plate. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I put a mountain on the plate, man. Okay? But through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord has put a different spirit in me now. Eating one meal a day. So when the food rationings and things like that come, we're already adapted to that type of lifestyle. Where the average person, they're eating 3 meals a day, plus snacks, plus bedtime Oreo cookies and milk. You understand what I'm saying? So they're not ready for what's coming, man. When's the last time these people fasted? When's the last time your auntie fasted, man? Come on, man. These people are going to suffer out here. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, so the wisdom and knowledge that we're getting now is going to allow us to be stable in the time to come. Okay, we're not going through this straight gate and this fire for no reason. We're going through this fire, as the Lord said, to what? To come out as pure gold, man. Buy of me gold tried in the fire. We're trying to come out as pure gold tried in the fire, man. And the elect is going to come out as that pure gold, man. All right? But even at that time, that's going to be some intense fire. But by that time, we would have withstanded enough fire in this world to be able to get through that time. And at the end of the day, the Lord is going to upgrade the elect spirit anyway. Some certain brothers are going to be on other levels than not on as high of a level as other brothers, but those certain brothers may have those brothers around them. Okay, and then certain brothers may be on a level where they just might be out there on the solo dolo. Okay, but the boot camp, the spiritual boot camp starts now. The spiritual boot camp starts right now in our daily lives, man. You understand? Okay. So I want to get that, but I want to get back to Romans the 13th chapter, because that was the point. That's like one of the main points of this lesson. I don't want to veer off too much from that point, man, because we got to deal with how to deal in this present world that we're in right now. While everything's good, while you can eat Uber Eats, okay, while you can go to the bar, get a few drinks, all right? While you can, you know what I'm saying? You can go drink a latte, hold hands with your girl in the park. While everything is all good, you still have to move in wisdom, okay? It says, whosoever, this is Romans 13:2, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, and that word resisteth means to fight against, like a zealot, so to speak, right? Resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And if you're in the car and they're telling you to show your ID, saying, I ain't showing my ID, blah, 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 really you're resisting, man. You're fighting against their authority, okay? Which is why you end up in a worse situation than you need to be in. That's not agreeing with your adversary. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. And that's why a lot of them jakes end up dead. It'll be a simple traffic stop and they end up dead. Okay? And there's certain Israelites that have been in that situation that didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They would, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they're screaming the name, but they're not applying Yahweh. It's one thing to scream the names of Yahushai, but it's another thing to apply Yahushai. That's what's most important. The scripture says, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. If you just screaming the names, that in itself is not going to deliver you. The Lord clearly said, matter of fact, let me get that, man. Listen, man. The Lord clearly made express difference between someone who's just listening and not doing to someone that's doing. Okay, this is Matthew 7 in verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them. So it's not just about hearing the name and calling on the name. It's about doing what Yahushua said to do. It's about applying Yahushua in wisdom. You see, this is what these Israelite groups are not doing. They're calling about Shema Mashiach. They're calling on Yahushua, all right? And I kind of like Zabak. It's not a shot really at Zabak. I kind of like, I really hope Zabak repents and I hope he's delivered. That's not a shot at Zabak. I'm just saying these other camps in general, they do not apply Yahushua, okay? It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, right? Which the police can be known as winds and floods, because like I said, those are agents of oppression. That's part of the winds and the floods. All right, and the winds and the floods just represent tribulation. And it's about to increase. The storm is about to get a lot worse. This is nothing but a little bit of drizzle. Okay? The storms is about to, and a little drizzle, a little wind. The storms is about, it's about to be a tornado up there and a hurricane, man. Okay? Spiritually. All right? And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Okay, that's likened unto what the men that hear the words and do the words are likened unto. A house built upon a rock, and that rock is Yahushua. And everyone that heareth these sayings, see, they hear the sayings. Okay, they also hear it. Okay, and let me read that again. And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and doeth them not. See, they're hearing about Yahushua. They know the names of Yahweh and Yahushua, but you're not applying Yahushua, which is most important. Okay? You understand? Shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So when it fell, it was a great fall, man. Okay? So you Jakes that are not applying Yahushua, calling on the name, that's not enough. You have to apply Yahushua. You got to learn it from the true men of the Lord, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay? Point blank period, man. All right? Let's get back to Romans 13, man. This is Romans 13 and verse 3 now. It says, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. And the good works is applying Yahushua. That's the good works. Okay? But to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. See, we don't fear the power in that sense, you know, but really we fear the Most High, and the Most High controls that power, right? And we don't fear the power because we're doing the good works. Okay? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Meaning, listen, we're at the camp. When we're at the camp, the police, you know what they do? They stop, they wave. You know, they smile, they wave, hoping that we wave back at them. Why? Don't ask me why, man. Them police out here in Montreal are extremely racist. They're extremely racist, man. This is kind of like the South. This is like the South of in America. Okay? Out here in Quebec, Montreal, man. All right? Quebec, Canada. All right? You understand what I'm saying? So the fact that they're doing that is like, you know what I'm saying? It's a spirit. It's a spiritual thing. It's not us. It's just the spirit of Yahushua that's allowing our enemies to be at peace with us, man. Okay? That's what? Based upon what? Good works. Let me read that again. It says, for he that, it says, for rulers are not a terror to good works. Okay? Which is applying Yahushua, but to the evil wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. And that's why there's going to be certain people that's going to call upon Yahushua. Yahushua is going to say, I never knew you, get thee from me, ye workers of iniquity. Because just because you know about Yahushua, it's because you know that you're an Israelite, right? That does not make you that does not make you righteous. What makes you righteous is applying Yahushua. Okay? In order for you to do that, it actually takes faith. Okay? It says, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, all right, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. So you might get shot in the face, man. Okay? For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Okay? So if you ain't doing right, okay, then that's when you should fear these police and these governments and so whoever else, man. Oh, in that time when all hell breaks loose, you need to be fearing everybody, all these men, because these men are going to be, the average man is going to turn to a killer. Okay? Hey, shalom to the brothers of Kar, Yahweh Al Shabbat Shem Kakadash Brakatah. You brothers go subscribe. Okay, GMS, he will not tarry. Go ahead and subscribe to my brother. Okay? French lessons, but he does English lessons too from time to time. All right, so this is Jeremiah 15 and 11. It says, Yahweh said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction, man. Okay? And this is like I said, this is a minor affliction. This is nothing but drizzle and a little bit of wind. When those strong winds come, that's when the Lord allowing our enemies to entreat us is going to be of utmost importance. Okay? You might be in a situation. Hey, shalom to the brother, Great Millstone Daily Bread 411. Go subscribe to that brother as well. He does some excellent videos as well. All right. So, anyways, the Lord is going to allow our enemies to entreat us in that time. You might be in a situation. You're going to, I don't know. You might be the military might be kicking down doors or whatever, and an individual might kick down the door, might see you in there. All right. And then he looks at you. And then he says, you know what? Nah, there's nobody in here. There's nobody here. You know, and then he causes the other military troops to go the other way, man. Right? And that's the Lord putting the spirit on that individual, right? To leave you, to entreat you, all right? To treat you as a friend, even though he's an enemy. Okay, these things, we're gonna see these things in the times to come, brothers. We're gonna see a lot of miraculous things, a lot of things that do not make sense to the carnal mind in the times to come, man. Okay, which makes it and it's going to show us the importance of serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because even Satan say, "Doth Job serve you for naught?" Right? Remember, Satan said that to the Most High. Does Job serve you for naught? No, we don't serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for naught. Okay. There's a reward at the end of this thing. There's a reward, and there's a promise the Lord has given unto us, man. Okay? Let me get Isaiah 65 real quick, man. These are promises. Okay, this is Isaiah 65 and verse 11. Yeah, I gotta start at 11 though. Okay, it says, but ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain. Who's the holy mountain? The Israelites. This is speaking to you sellouts, okay? You celebrities, right? You Israelite groups that have sold out. That's telling the people that the microchip is not the MOTB. Okay? It's speaking to you that forsook your people. That prepare a table for that troop. Who's the troop? The Edomites. And that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See, when the hunger comes, when the famine comes, okay, guess what? They're going to be starving to death. Okay, the scriptures. There's another scripture which says, Zakar. I know you know that scripture, brother, which speaks about us having an abundance. Right, when things are scarce, the Lord said, but you will have abundance. Okay, you know, if Zakar wants to put that on the com board, or any brother knows what I'm talking about. It says therefore, well, Salakia, verse 13 again. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay, behold, my servant shall sing for joy, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart. See, while they go down, we go up. While their stock goes down, our stock goes up exponentially, man. All right. So we're not worried about them having their fun now. They can have their fun now. We're coming to the time where that fun is about to dissipate, man. Okay? Ooh, there we go. The water, brother. Okay? Great Millstone Daily Bread 411. It's 2 Ezra 2 and 27. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. And this is what we're reading about right now. They're going to weep and they're going to be sorrowful in that time. But thou shalt be merry. So we're going to turn up in that time. What you mean, man? Brothers, we going to turn up in that time, bro. You might be with brothers and we might pop a bottle of Yayan, man. You might pop a bottle of champagne. We might find there might be access to champagne, ace of spades in that time, man. We don't know. But we're going to have abundance, man. And we're going to be happy because what are we doing? All we're doing is prophesying about the downfall of this place constantly, man. Every time we go out there, you see people that giving you those looks off, shaking the head in disapproval. Well, those same people are gonna be wanting, all right, and we're gonna have the abundance because we serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and that's what we're gonna glory in. We're gonna be like, yeah, we were serving. See, we're gonna be like, this is why we were serving our power. This is why you should fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now look at you, okay? Now look at you, man. All right. Let me read that again, man. Let me read that one more time, man. All right. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." Whew. Whew. So the Lord ain't just gonna give us the bare minimum. Okay, He's gonna make sure that we're good. You see, Elijah, when he was being fed, he didn't just feed. The Lord didn't give him the bare minimum. He gave him 2 meals a day, right? And those were 2 good-sized meals. Okay. Anyways, let's see what else brothers got on the comment boards. And Tawada Akim for putting them comments on the comment board. I appreciate that. Which the card put the other part of it. It says, "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord." Beautiful. Okay, this is Job 5:20. It says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death." Right? Matter of fact, yeah, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. That's it. It says, and the brother said, "Khan, I always remember the movie The Road, right? When they found that bunker and were overjoyed." Yeah, they were overjoyed when they found that bunker, man. That was like a 5-star meal to them. Having all those canned goods and things of that nature. Oh yeah. Okay. So, like I always say this, it's like, see, now we're eating, but the food tastes, it tastes good, but how much better is food gonna taste in a famine? How much better is food gonna taste when everyone around you is starving? Oh, it's gonna taste a lot better. That rye bread, that lentil soup is gonna be on a way higher level in that time, just for the fact that that the other people don't have. Okay. Hey, shalom to the brother Machai. Okay, let me see what else brothers got. Okay, the brother GMS Chicago despise not. It says Luke 6:21, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh." And that's right. We're going to laugh. We're going to laugh. What the scriptures say, "Woe to you that laugh now, for ye shall moan and weep." Right? So let them have their little time. Let them have their little fun, because we're coming to the time where all of that is coming to an end. We're coming to the point where all of that, the grinding shall cease. Hold on, man. The daughters of music. Hold on now. You guys think, they act like they think this thing is going to go on forever, man. The grinding is about to cease, man. Okay, we're at the end of this thing, man. Esau's about to close the curtains on this world, man. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing it through him. This is Ecclesiastes 12 in verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease." Right? Meaning the work is going to go. Listen, work is about to be scarce. Why the hell do you think they got all these AI people, these AI bots taking over these different jobs, these Amazon Freshes? You people think your job is secure? No, they're coming in with the UBI, which is what? The Universal Basic Income. They don't give a damn about you people. They're trying to put you in that trap to take the MOTB. That's the ultimate goal, man. So all these little, what do you call it, customer service jobs, and all those different jobs like that. That's done. That's about to be done away with, man. Okay, and these different what you call that? These even these app-based jobs, and they got in Dubai. They got I believe it's in Dubai. They got the drones flying the food, man. You see what I'm saying? The drones is flying the food, man. You see? This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 3 again. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, meaning the workers, because they are few. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, meaning the future, the economist, which is what? The keepers of the house. That's what the word economia means. It means the keepers of the house. Okay? When you look it up in the Greek, that's the economist. And also these people that you know, these so-called truthers that are looking at what's happening. They're seeing that the future is very, very dim. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. They ain't gonna be singing and dancing too much, man. That singing and dancing stuff, that's about to come to an end. Ain't nobody gonna be, oh, I'm going to a concert today. No, they're gonna be figuring out how to eat. They're gonna be figuring out how they're gonna survive this fourth, you know, this the fourth industrial revolution, man. How they're going to sustain themselves in this time, man. Okay? You see? Okay, so anyways, matter of fact, let me continue a bit more. It says, also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. You see? So, hey, man, that's what you're going to see in the streets, mourners. You're not going to see people holding hands, drinking lattes and smoothies with their significant others, skipping down the street with a smile on their face. No, they're going to be mourning. Okay, they're going to be mourning. They're going to be mourning. They're going to look very, very distraught. All right? Matter of fact, let me look at the comment board. Let me see what you brothers see. You brothers is lighting up the comment board with that fire. That fire. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. It says this is the brother Great Millstone Daily Bread. It says, and the ravens. This is 1 Kings 17:6. It says, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening. So he was eating meat too, and meat was a delicacy back then, man. Meat, you didn't listen. People didn't eat meat every day, man. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like today. The Uber Eats, you got a hamburger, the cheese, you know, the steak. Order a steak, order a hero, a shawarma. No. Back then they were eating meat was maybe a once a month event, once every couple months. All right. But guess what? The Lord gave it to Elijah every day. That's called abundance for you, man. That's called abundance for you, okay? And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook, okay? And he put him right next to a big body of water, okay? Hey, shalom to the brother Pillars of Benjamin. Okay? It says, Isaiah 19 and 15, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, right, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, right? As a matter of fact, let's get into Isaiah 19, because Isaiah 19, that also shows you that Judah's going to go crazy, okay? Judah's going to start wilding out. Jake is going to start wilding out soon. When things get hard, when things get real serious, Jake is going to start wilding out. And that's when Esau is going to see that ancient spirit on Jake. Okay, because right now Jake is in a weak, docile spirit, you know, an effeminate spirit, but the Lord is going to put a real, a warrior spirit really on Jake, man. Okay, this is Isaiah 19 and verse. I'll start at verse. Verse 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, meaning what? The men are going to be all afraid. Okay, they're going to be all scared. Okay, these bodybuilders, these MMA fighters, these Marines, they're going to be very scared of what they're going to be seeing. Okay, a lot of death is going to be on the horizon, especially for Babylon the Great. And it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts. Because he shaketh over it, and the land of Judah shall be a terror. See, this is not speaking about Judah and the land of Israel right now. This is speaking about the people. This is speaking about the Judites, the kingdom of Judah. Okay? You see? And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. They're going to terrorize that. But you see how Judah can get when they start breaking down, breaking stores and looting and whatever the case may be, or the Rodney King riots, which, by the way, Issachar joined in and joined with Judah, and that's going to happen again. The northern kingdom is going to join with the southern kingdom. Okay? Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself. Everyone that makes mention of the Judites, them black, is that a black? Oh, that's a group of black guys. They're going to be scared because they're going to hear the terrors of what they've done, of how they were putting people to death, okay? How they were beating Edomites to death, dragging Edomites up and down the street, robbing their houses, okay? And those guns that these Edomites have, that's not going to save them. That's not going to save them. The Lord is going to put a spirit on Jacob. It said Egypt, Salaki, it says, because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he had determined against it. All right. So yeah, man, it's going to be a very serious, we're coming to very serious times, man. Very, very serious times. Very, very serious times we're coming into, man. Okay. Okay, this is Isaiah 24:11. It says, this is from the brother Great Millstone, Daily Bread 411. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Okay, the mirth of the mirth of the tabret. That's 8. Okay, that's 8. That's another one. Okay, this is Isaiah 24:8. It says, the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. Yeah, the joy is about to cease. Okay, this is the brother Salaki. Let me go up a bit. You brothers lighten up the comment board for real. Spirit is on you, brothers, for real. Okay, this is Luke 6:21. It says, blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled, and blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Right, we read that before. Okay, Jeremiah 9:20 from beloved Yasharallah 144. It says, yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the words of my mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation. See, that's going to bring terror in itself. Imagine every day, every night, before you go to sleep, you hear screaming, no, please. That's what you're hearing outside of your window every night, man. That's terror right there, man. That's terror, okay? That's straight up terror that the Most High is going to bring on this place, man. Okay? So like I said, we have to learn wisdom now in this time, so that by the time we get to that time, we already know how to move. Okay? We already know how to be in the spirit. All right? It says, verse 21, it says, for death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets. Beautiful. All right, death is death is going to be a common thing in the times to come. Okay, in these first world countries, man. Look at France. Okay, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Wait till things really get wild. Wait till things really get wild. And I can't wait till they unleash open the zoos out here, man. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 58 from the brother GMS. He will not tarry. The brother Zakar. Okay, it says, They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread, and thirst of water. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna go from the city, right? Because the city's gonna be the worst place, but you're gonna go into the wilderness, right? To where the trees are at, you know, where there's not much people at, okay? And you're gonna die of starvation, because there ain't gonna be no food. There's not gonna be any food out there, okay? And if you want to enjoy the food that's in the city, all right, well, you gotta fight for it. There's gonna be a time you're gonna have to really fight for it. You're gonna have to get down. You're gonna be in peril of death to get that food. Okay? So, hey man. So with that, matter of fact, let me read this brother's last one, the Pillars of Benjamin. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna close it. Oh, the brother Great Millstone, Daily Bread 401 said, Khan, this one Bunyamyan man, Manano, thinks that he will be safe fleeing to the mountains with the Rastas. But no prophecy. Yeah, them Rastafarians are bugged the hell out, man. You know, I don't even talk to the Rastafarians, man. They come up to the camp, brother. I tell them, listen, man. Hey, it's just, you know what I'm saying? This is not for you. Okay, because those Rastafarians are the most bugged out individuals and confused individuals you'll ever meet in your life. Okay? Trust me. All right? Yeah, don't flee to the mountains. This is a Micah 5:8. It says, and the remnant, you could do that in Jamaica. You could do that in the islands, because in the islands you got fruits, you got rivers with fish. This is Canada. This is Canada. This is you're dealing with America. You're dealing with London. That's not going to work out here. Okay, it's destitute of life, really. All right, because these devils done polluted this whole land. This is not the same as being in the islands where there's fruit trees every damn where. Okay, this is Micah 5:8. It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion. Woo! That's what Jacob's gonna be. He's gonna be as a lion. Okay, right? As a lion among the beasts of the forest. So they're showing you Jake is going to be dominant. When the Lord's going to put a spirit on Jake to be dominant. Jake is docile right now. You know, when the police come, Jake straighten up. You know, they pull up their pants and shit. They act all scared. Yo, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. Okay, they act like that when the police. But Jake, the Lord's going to put a spirit to have Jake be the dominant force out here, man. That's what the Lord's going to do. Okay? When there's nothing to lose, people lose it, as Gerald Salente said. So Jake is about to lose it, man. They're about to completely lose it. If you have nothing to lose, because you already lost every damn thing, well, hey, that's a different type of man. That's a different type of spirit that's on that man. Okay? It says, of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. First of all, we are more strong than these other nations. We are superior to these other nations. Okay? Jake could do shit as a child. You'd be like, how the fuck does this guy do it? He jumped like when, you know, certain people that can jump a certain height that didn't even make sense. And he wasn't working out. He didn't do no calf. He wasn't doing no calf raises. He just could jump like that. You know, certain Jakes that was just so strong. I know this one Jake that I grew up with. I just seen him the other day with his brother, and they both have this genetics where they just have this massive strength, brother. They could just feel it in the hand grip. It's just a massive strength. Jake is a superior nation, man. These other nations can't deal with us just on an even playing ground, man. So when the Lord turns Jake up, when the Lord turns Jake's and put that warrior spirit on Jake, you're gonna see, man. They're gonna see what's up. Okay? This is Zechariah 9:13. It says, when I have bent Judah for me, all right, the brother GMS, he will not tarry. Okay, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion. Okay? Right, that's it, man. Right? So Judah and Ephraim, they're gonna get back together. Okay? Against thy sons, O Greece. That's dealing with the Edomites. That's a code word for saying the Edomites. He's going to raise up Israel against the Edomites. And what Esau doesn't understand, he got all these guns. What he doesn't understand, right, is that he's highly outnumbered. Forget about what the census says. Esau is highly outnumbered when it comes to Jake. Okay? That the census is a lie. First of all, they have so much people checking off white that have nothing to do with Edomites. Okay? They got you got Latin tribes, a lot of so-called Latinos, be as dark as me, all right, checking out white in the census. That's a fraud. These Edomites are highly outnumbered, man, and their death rates are exceeding the birth rate, man. Yeah, let me read that again. It says, when I have bent Judah for me and filled the bow with Ephraim. See, that shows you that us as Israelites, we're stronger together than we are separate. Because if you have a bow without an arrow, it's useless. When you have an arrow without a bow, it's pretty much useless. Okay? And raised thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. Whew. Hey, man, it says Khan is the brother Great Millstone Bread for Great Millstone Daily Bread 411. It says Khan, the guy thinks he's gonna get on a plane and get to Jamaica and get to the mountains, but he don't know that he's not gonna be able to get on no plane when they shut this down. Hey, man, he's bugged out, man. He's crazy, man. You know, and even if he gets there, you know, you think it's gonna be peaches and cream out there, man? Them Jakes is wild as hell out there. They're wilder than the Jakes over here. Okay? So let there be no food in Jamaica, and you'll see what those Rastafarians do, man. They're vegans now, but trust me, they'll be cooking human beings when things get real, man. Talking about they want to make some ital soup and you got a man's eyeball in the soup. All right? Those guys, listen, when things get real, bro, it doesn't matter where you go. You cannot hide the judgment of Yahweh. You can't hide from the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If they're not in the good graces of the Most High, right, and his son Yahweh Shai, they can't hide, man. So it doesn't matter where the hell they go, man, right? Which I know you know that, but these guys are bugged the hell out. This is Romans 9, verse 27. It says, Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. That's it, a remnant. Only a certain amount is going to be delivered. I don't care where you are in the earth. Guess what? Jacob is going to be dying around the world too. Yeah, the main destruction is America, but Jacob's going to be dying everywhere. Okay, everywhere Jacob is going to be dropping dead, because this is a worldwide siege that Esau is doing. He's not doing a siege only on America. He's doing a worldwide siege. Okay, and he's going to make the whole world bow down to that mark, which Jamaica already has their particular CBD digital currency ready, so-called CBDC, if you will, ready, which is the Jamdex. Okay, they've been ready, and there's nothing for them to lock off that place, because you guys don't have no power. Where's the Jamaican army at? You ever heard about the Jamaican army? A big joke. All right, yeah, that's right, the Jamdex. Yeah, that's right. Yep, the Jamdex, that's right. And they've been had that for a long time, man. All right. So what do you think, bro? You think them people when they can't eat no dumpling and no ackee and saltfish and none of this thing is available unless none of these things are available. You think they're just gonna become monks? Right? Or they're just going to be beating the drum. The Rastafarians just going to be beating the drum in the... Nah, bro, because they're going to try to lock those people down too. They're going to be trying to lock down those people out there in the forest too. Esau wants... The scriptures say that he gathered to himself all people. Let's get that in Habakkuk, man. Esau's not letting anybody... He's not trying to let anyone get away. Let's get Habakkuk 2. All right? Let's get Habakkuk 2, man. Hey, shalom to you, Akim. Shalom to GMS in his likeness. Shalom to the brother. Who's that there? Yeah, yeah, there's the brother GMS in his likeness. Shalom to you, brother. Okay. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. See, he wants everything in his control, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Okay, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All people means all. It doesn't matter if you're in the forest. Doesn't matter if you're in the ocean. He has control of the ocean. Don't you know there's something called maritime law? Esau's not letting anyone escape, or he's not trying to let anyone escape. So it doesn't matter where you go. Okay, and he's not gonna have no little Jamaicans outsmart his ass, or little Haitian. No, any of these Caribbean people think they're gonna get away from Esau's grip. No, the scriptures say he's as the anointed cherubim, man. Okay. Or he saw as a green bay tree. You're not gonna escape from the grips of Esau, Edom. Even when you go to what's that? Revelations 13, right? Which obviously you brothers know what I'm talking about. It doesn't say he causes some. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. You don't care if you're in the mountains. You don't care if you're in the cave somewhere. Free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. He's going to put the squeeze on everybody. He's going to put the squeeze on everybody. Which even that guy, what was his name? Stephen something, man. He was I believe he's like the head of the Canadian bank, the Bank of Canada. He made a statement. He said, yeah, we're gonna bring in total control, a digital currency. Eventually, people are gonna go underground, right? There's gonna be like an underground black market. And he said, eventually we're gonna explode that as well. Eventually we're gonna come for those people too that are moving underground. So they're not, Esau's not trying to let nobody go. He's not trying to let anybody go away free. So that's his own, that's their own vain imaginations. They're thinking they're gonna escape the grips. Okay, hey, shalom to the brother I'm a one. All right, GMS shining light, ba shalom akia. All right, subscribe to that brother as well. So yeah, man. So they're not getting away. Okay, it says Khan. This is brother Great. Actually, let me read this first. This is Lamentations 5 and 9. It says, we got our bread with the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. Woo! That was a good one. Because of the sword of the wilderness. So the scriptures say that you're gonna die of the sword in the wilderness, man. The wilderness is not going to be peaches and cream either, man. You're going to have some crazy ass people in the wilderness too. All right. And guess what? Those people are going to be the ones that are going to be, lacking the most food. So you already know their mindset. Okay. The brother Great Millstone Daily Bread 411 says, Khan, and they converted to the electronic passport too. So they are getting with the system. Yeah. Globalized. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, they're getting with the system. They're all the way. They're like ahead of the curve. Like that's like a testing ground right there, Jamaica. All right. They've been had the jam decks for so long, man. This is Isaiah 9 and 19. It says, through the wrath of Yahweh of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. Matter of fact, let me try something. Let me try to write in Google. Let me see Jamaica being digital, going digital. I just want to see what pops up. I don't know if anything's gonna pop up. Okay. This is in 2023. Let me read this. Let me check this one out. Let me check this article out real quick. It says PM Prime Minister to make announcement on digital transformation. All right, this is the Jamaican Prime Minister. Kingston, Jamaica, the government will shortly be announcing additional steps to advance Jamaica's transition to a digital society. Okay, and you can see just the way this Prime Minister speaks, and you can see he's an Uncle Tommy. You can see that he's a lapdog for Esau Edom. Okay, so they're ready. In the coming weeks and days, I will be making certain announcements regarding the acceleration of Jamaica's intention to become a fully digital society. Okay, we've been telling you they're trying to fully digitalize all of these places. And what's going to be the ultimate goal is going to be for them to take that micro C-hip in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay? All right? Said Prime Minister Andrew Holness. All right? He was speaking at an official commissioning service for three community Wi-Fi access points in St. Andrew West Central at the Andrews Mews Recreational Park on Thursday. Okay, Holness said that the country is well on the way to making the transition, right? And the thing is this: the elites know that the people are not going to fully, totally accept that. So what they have to do is they have to do what they always do: order out of chaos. They have to create complete chaos. And this chaos is going to be basically the final chaos. So they're going to make it real. They're going to make it real. They're going to make it where it's complete lawlessness, complete dead bodies all over the place, starvation. They're going to go all out with it. Because there was a particular saying that one of the elites said: when the lights go out for the last time in New York, we shall have the world. That's going into what? The blackouts. Okay? And it's not just going to be based in New York. Babylon's going to be the worst, but it's not just going to be in Babylon. It's going to be all around the world. This is a worldwide siege. It says, the brother said, Khan, China has been investing heavy in Jamaica. Yeah. Well, Moab is investing heavily, and Moab is a testing ground for the elites. All right, because they really want. Well, that's why Carl Schwab, he was praising China in their political system and how they digitalized everything, because that's ultimately what the elites want worldwide, you know. So yeah, so these other groups, they're gonna be found out to be liars, man. The leaders of these other groups, man, and they're gonna have to change their tune real soon, man. Real soon. Okay. So anyways, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And Thawada for you, brother, for putting all those edifying comments on the comment section. And I'll say Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Hakwadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to my brothers out there on the comment board and worldwide. Shalom.